we are getting into game week 4 na cheki hii game week 4 ama FPL in general tumeona venye vitu ni shaky. Hakuna kitu tunaweza predict entirely. Yani kuna unforeseeable circumstances. So with all the unforeseeable circumstances, I think they're supposed to help you make a plan. They are supposed to help you make a plan. Now I want to show you my team of the week at the end of this video, but I think it only makes sense nikianza na the players who to buy or sell, just so that we see where things are at. Unacheki, inasaidia tu tujue vitu kwa radar ni gani, ni vitu gani tunahitaji kuwatch out for tukua kwa soko. And the first one here, I have Vicario against Onana. Do you drop Onana and bring Vicario? Check it. If you had Onana, I understand how you're frustrated. Hata mimi keepers wangu ameni frustrate. I have Martinez and Steele. Martinez from Aston Villa and Steele from Brighton. Both didn't play the last game week. Now wamecheza the previous 2 game weeks. Ati Martinez had a calf injury. Kidogo, he felt some pain, I think, in their midweek game, the one that Watkins got a hat-trick. And Manu, on Onana side, Manu did Manu things, and Manu will do some Manu things. So with Manu facing Arsenal, mingekusho drop umse, and stakusho drop alafu nikose kukupea options, sindio? If you checked out Spurs may get some 2 clean sheet the last 2 game weeks. And they don't have the worst fixtures. They have Burnley away and then Sheffield at home. Before that, they will have Arsenal and Liverpool. So I think if you need someone who you can rotate and can possibly bail you out in case you have some goalkeepers who are tripping like me, I think Vicario is a good option. And you could swap him with, let me just look him up, Teke. Vicario is at 4M. And in West Ham, they have Alphonse Areola, okay? Areola has gotten I think a save penna. He got a 10 against Chelsea. I'm not sure how he got that. I think it's a save. But then again, he got a 5 against Brighton. Didn't concede more than 1 goal. Your defenders wanaanzanga kutolewa points wakilose every 2 goals. By every 2 goals they concede, wanaanza kupewa -1 and all that. So I think West Ham's goalkeeper at 4.1M. And they are playing the early fixture against Luton. Bro, ini rahisi kupenya nayo just for this game week, because after that things get really shaky for this team. So in your goalkeepers, you can consider that. I had to look up some information mbona Martinez hakuchezeshwa, but looking at the press conference and shit, Unai Emery is hopeful Emi Martinez will be available for selection against Liverpool next weekend. Now, I'm playing Martinez because I don't have someone else that I can depend on. If you don't have Martinez, don't come for him. Come on, Martinez, don't get him right now. Fixtures are Aston Villa siati the best. Wanapatana na Liverpool, which means more shots on target, which means possible leakage of goals or possible saves from the keeper. For every 5 saves he gets around 2 points, which is not bad. So I think that is what I'm thinking. Vicario, you can bring him up, or Alphonse. Again, these things are not as straightforward. Things might change. Manu might surprise Arsenal, who knows? Onana a clean sheet to win 2-0, God forbid. Alright, next we have Henry. Bro, if you have issues in your defense, you could consider my guy Henry from Brentford. Brentford don't have the worst fixtures that they're coming to play right now. They're going to play Bournemouth at home, and then Newcastle away, and then Everton at home, and then Nottingham away. Henry is a really good value for cash. He's at 4.5M. I think if he gets another good performance, your bei itapanda. So if you have Henry or you have Estupinan, or if you don't have any of them, especially watu nimesikia wakidiscourage watu Estupinan juu sahi wanaenda kuconcede juu wanapatana na game na mateams kali na I understand Brighton is like that. Even for the games that Estupinan has gotten points, they conceded. So Estupinan, you've signed Estupinan because of his attacking threat, not of his defense acumen. It's for his attacking threat. So I think you could keep both people if you are able to get them. Estupinan is highly priced and his price has gone up by 3 mil, so he's at 5.3. I think we can wait out. Wakona a few tough fixtures. Look, they are going to Newcastle and then Man U and Bournemouth. Please, Brighton, kujia Brighton, especially fixture against Man U. Against Man U, then Bournemouth and then Aston Villa. I think that would be good. But if you can, or if you want, or if you're low on budget, Henry is a good option at 4.5M. They have an easy good run of fixtures that you can hold him. And another guy, I know Gabriel has been selected by a high percentage of people. Gabriel has been selected by 17% of the managers. The issue is Gabriel is that he hasn't gotten the minutes that he ought to play under. Tumekuja Arsenal juu ya ability ya kuweka clean sheets, na tumeona Arsenal wameanza kuleak. Wana leak at a high rate. So if you are like me and you have Gabriel and you feel stuck, bruh, you could swap him for Kyle Walker. Because guess what? Because Man City don't have bad fixtures. They have Fulham at home and then West Ham away, then Nottingham at home, then Wolves away. You could get Walker, or as I said in the previous slide, you could get Henry. If you are low on cash, I think Henry, and then Walker comes, and then Estupinan. So I think these are guys that you consider. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why Gabriel is not getting playtime. Pia ningekuwa wewe singemwachilia mapema sahi, just mshikilie some 2 weeks. Kama usimchezeshe, mweke hapo kando. Ona Kenya Arsenal wanadu. Pia watakuwa in other competitions, which means rotation, and you'll have to play. But Gabriel is also frustrating me. I would tell you to swap him up for Walker if you are able to get that chance. And next in line we have Mbeumo against Mitoma. Look, I just talked about the fixtures for Estupinan. They also do apply for Mitoma. Mbeumo is having a home game against Bournemouth. Nashuku hiyo ni game rahisi. Msiget discouraged because against Crystal Palace ali blank. Bro, Crystal Palace si team rahisi. Crystal City munaenda tu unaitinga juu unajidai. I understand that was not a straightforward game, but if Brentford play their own way, they are having Bournemouth and then Newcastle, then Everton. Na Newcastle pekee ndio away kwa hizo tatu. Bournemouth is at home, Everton is at home. So I think Mbeumo is a good option. If you have Mitoma, I think you could play him to the bench. Mitoma has good value for money. I wouldn't be in a hurry to sell him. He's good value for money. 6.5M, unapata the maximum out of him, as I said. So moja unapata mkate, unapata mayai, unapata maziwa, na bado kona doya lighter. Hiyo ndio kitu na Mitoma. I'd suggest play him on your bench if you have him, and if you do have Mbeumo, just play him on field. You can play both players, who knows? That's just my POV, or what I can see according to the fixtures. Manze Mitoma anacheza Newcastle home. Kweli watapenya ovyo, I don't know. Things can happen in that game, but I'd still keep him around and rotate him from the bench. And the second last player is Martinelli. I know if you have Martinelli, you are stressed. Martinelli anataka, anasumbua, anafanya nini? But mbona Martinelli apati points? Martinelli hako at the end of the result. But niye catalyst. Look, I've had this situation with Martinelli, especially this year. Early this year after World Cup, I had Martinelli. He went 6 game weeks blanking. 2-3 anatolewa, anasabiwa, because they were starting to also rotate him with Trossy. Ilifika point pia mimi nikachuka na Martinelli na hizo vitu alikuwa na do. And what I did, I sold him. And 1 game week after I sold him, ndiye alianza double figures, 10, 12, 9, 7. If you're frustrated with him, just wait for him to perform. Yes, ana perform kwa field, a perform ya fantasy, apate uone akona a form. Ukona ka form, hata momentum kiasi ana build, get onto him. But I know this week, the previous few days, watu hajanyamaza juu ya Sterling. Sterling hata yeye mwenyewe mali yako anajieka kwa squad. Hata yako amejieka kwa squad kama ako na FPL. Hata alijieka. So you could consider Sterling, or as I show in my next slide, you could consider Jackson to drop Pedro so that you have an attacking option hapo mbele, si ndio? If it's not Sterling, you could get Jackson. Don't try to get the two of them, or you could, but Chelsea can do some Chelsea things. I wouldn't be in a hurry to buy Sterling because first of all, once player may perform and may get such high points, it's not necessary that he'll get points again next week and next week. But one, bro, they have Jackson. Pia time yake inahitaji kukam. It's a full team, and that's why it's a team. It's because everybody needs to participate. And I see Jackson at the front foot wilding, and I think with his 90 minutes of play and priced at 7.1 million, you can get something out of him. Yeah, he's been getting 90 minutes, and then he played 82 minutes for the game against Luton. And as I told you, they have a very good fixture against Nottingham at home, and then Bournemouth away, and then Aston Villa at home. Here it is. These are the games for Jackson. Nottingham at home, Bournemouth away, Aston Villa at home. So if you're debating Jackson, Sterling, the field is open to experiment. I would recommend trying Jackson. He's less likely to be rotated under that position because the other strikers are not fit. Sterling's position has Madueke. Madueke played in the competition jana, Carabao Cup, na alikula msea hapo kwa wing, akagetia pena na akaconvert hiyo pena. Sterling could be rotated, I don't know, but it's hard for him to retain this form every other day. And I think nanaogopa Sterling akwa amenifull, and I hope he defies me. I hope arudi like 19 points ingine niambia. Nirudi hapa niseme, "Wow, I'm sorry I talked ill of him," but I would recommend looking at Mbeumo and then Jackson to set yourself up for the next few game weeks. Sterling is also a good pick. He's been getting those minutes. He's been getting those minutes, which is crucial for any player to excel. With everything being said and done, now I want to get into my team selection for game week 4. I'll try my best to explain why I've made the decisions which I've made. Now there's a small caveat here. I would encourage each and every one of you, whoever is playing competitively or not, be a risk taker. Usiogope kutake that -4. Unaweza get -4 upate 12 from that player. Ama player akuwa na 12 ukimpea captain ni 24. Hiyo -4 ulitoa isha recuperate. Instead of playing defense every time, be willing to double down. Max the stake. So I took a -4 and made 2 transfers for this team, and I'm very psyched to show it to you, and I have a very, very, very beautiful presentation to show it to you. So without further ado, let's get into my defense for game week 4. In the backline I have Martinez. Now in substitute for Martinez will be Steele from Brighton. I don't know if he'll get that playtime. I'm not sure if Martinez will play, but I hope he'll play. They're also participating in a cup midweek. I think today, as of Thursday, they are participating. So I hope if he doesn't play, Akwe ready for Liverpool's game. That's my thoughts on him. I've also talked about him in the last few minutes. And on my left back, I have Henry from Brentford, who are playing Bournemouth at home. I'm not assuring that he can get a clean sheet, but it's possible that he can get a clean sheet against Bournemouth. Tottenham got a clean sheet against this team wakuwa away. And looking at it, Brentford should be a stronger team in that sense. And I expect they can get some goals, and they can also assist kina Mbeumo or Wissa or kina Janelt na kina Nogard to create things. So that's why I have Henry here. He has been in my squad since last game week. Yeah, last game week but one. Yeah, I've been working to fix my defense even before working on my attack. And right in the middle I have Dunban from Newcastle, because in my bench I have Gabriel from Arsenal, and I can't get points off of him. Now I know Brighton I know that this fixture for Burn is away. Newcastle anaenda away kwa stadium ya Brighton. Hapa ana concede. Na pia their main center back Botman got injured in the previous game, which means atatolewa left back or ako likely kutolewa left back apewe hizi roles za hapa center back. So I don't know if he can be an attacking threat, but itabidi tu nikufe na yeye. Itabidi ni mnadependia Henry na Chilwell wanipe points za kudecompress ama za kubalance zo umse mwingine. And who knows, he can also surprise me. You never know. Now that's my that's my back section. I'm playing with 3 defenders as usual because I need to max out on my midfielders. No, I'm not playing with all the midfielders. I'm playing with 4 midfielders and then 3 strikers up front. Now let's go to my next section. I start with Maddison on this hand side. My choice of Maddison is that, look, Maddison is playing Burnley at home and Sheffield. Burnley away and Sheffield at home. My reasoning was to remove Fernandes for these fixtures, and then I could come back to Fernandes, maybe to swap him back again with Maddison after these fixtures. After Maddison is done with these fixtures, I can come back to it. Again, Staki could get so attached and glued to one player. I understand I can have this player today, I can let him go tomorrow and have him back next week. I think that's a better mentality and approach generally. So I've traded my Fernandes for Maddison. Again, nilikana Fernandes 2 game weeks ndio akanipea returns on the third one. With now that he's going to face Arsenal away and then Brighton at home, I think I will let Maddison play for these 2 fixtures and then I could come back to him or just relax. The main reason I picked Fernandes was because of his minutes. He's getting 90 minutes. Now, the fact that we are playing against Arsenal could mean that I might regret this decision. Can we talk about that? The fact that we're playing against Arsenal could mean that I could regret this decision instantly. But it's a risk I'm willing to take because at Man U away at Arsenal Stadium, hiyo si game tunaenda kupata possession, hiyo ni game tunaenda ku bank on counter attack. Bruno kutuma barua hadi kwa Rashi. Hiyo ndio strategy yetu. Ni inaweza kwa ile game tunangoja Casemiro atu bail out kwa indirect free kicks ama corners. So I've chosen to put Fernandes down for this, and look, I'm doubling it down. I'm doubling down on my stakes. Naenda na hii score na nitawaminia. And right beside Maddison I have Saka. Saka, the first thing that I talked about, he's playing, he's on penalties. His playtime is good. At least he's not facing one Bisaka. Oh! Sasa anaenda kupatana na Luke Shaw. Wing yake ni ya Luke Shaw, which is a bit more promising. And again, he's also on the corners. Ni anachapa in swingers on the left hand side of the post. So I think that's also a good position and a good reasoning to have Saka. He's blanked just once, understandably. Na nilisema ile alikuwa kwenda pena but akape Odegaard. So I'm happy to go on with Saka for this game. It could be a high scoring game or not. So nimeamua wacha nisibebe Fernandes na Saka for hii game. Wacha niache one of them to thrive. I have better options with Maddison playing Burnley away. And right beside here, I have Rodri from Man City. Look, they're playing Fulham at home. I'm not assured about this point, but I've decided to play Rodri in place for Mitoma. I'm putting Mitoma on my bench. Wacha ioshe kidogo. Nahitaji kuwa stainless. Mitoma in blankia last week, so with him facing Newcastle, I made an executive decision to put Rodri in place of him because I believe Man City could have a high score. They're at home. Rodri is playing 90 minutes. He might not necessarily get on the score sheet as he has before. I had early intended to put Rodri in my squad ndio tu nimrotate, lakini zee msali nilianza game iko na kumweka kwa bench hapo tu wa kwanza akapata 13 points. Sijui kama nilimchezesha game week 2. Game week 2 nilimchezesha akanipea 3 and then akanipea game week 4 some points. So game week 3 akanipea points nono sana, nalipa maximum bonus of 3. So I'm happy to go with Rodri in midfield. If they are playing against Fulham, and right after Fulham, it's not even about Fulham. The fixture right after Fulham is even sweeter. Right after Fulham, it's West Ham, and then Nottingham at home. Again, Rodri is here to rotate from my squad. I've put him in place of Mitoma, and look, mambo yakichemka ni sawa, sina shida. And right beside him I have my captain who's Mbeumo. Na hii captaincy nimeamua. Hii captaincy sitaifungia na glue na bandage na elastoplast kwa msee moja, Haaland. Nitaizungusha, and I think Mbeumo has a better fixture. Brentford in general have a better fixture. Not Mbeumo. Brentford have a better fixture. Bournemouth at home. I could say a 3-goal margin possible, and he's on penalties. Very plausible. I'm willing to take this risk. Mse na double down, tuone kwenye kataenda. Na chini ya Mbeumo I have my first striker, Jackson. Enough has been said and talked about him in this stream. So I'm happy to go with Chelsea against Nottingham. He's been getting all the minutes as we've discussed earlier. Look, if Chelsea play a balanced game, a disciplined game, wasiconcede ufala, I think Nottingham watatense and Jackson will be there to just as a byproduct. To assist Jackson, I have Haaland as usual, as we all have. I think I don't really need to talk about Haaland. He has a good fixture. Whether nimeamua kutoa captaincy kwake hii game week, cause yes, wanaweza have high scores, but kwani Foden hatafunga? Kwani Alvarez hatafunga? Kwani Grealish ako wapi? And then nimeleta Rodri hapa msaidie. So hata Haaland akiperform hapa sina shida, but I see Fulham being a stronger opponent. Fulham being a stronger opponent compared to Bournemouth for Brentford and Man City standards. Sindio? So that's why I have Haaland here, and right beside him I have Watkins. Now some people think this is Watkins facing Liverpool, blah blah blah. Nah. Unajua Liverpool wanafunguanga. Unajua Liverpool funguka wakiamua. So now that they don't even have Van Dijk, itabidi wategemee Gomez, swara mwingine na mjua, notorious, a defender. I bet on Watkins pouncing. Apewe cross na Lukadin, a pounce. Matikasha lete, a pounce. Kamara, Diaby, wa pounce. Cause Liverpool si wabaya. Walikuwa wabaya kwa na mani. Sahi azi. Si hata watu walikimbilia Luis Diaz mkoonyesha mambo. Na nikamwambia hata mimi upenda kununua Luis Diaz, lakini wacha tu ni stay off the line. I think I'm better off getting points from Watkins and rotating him from my squad. Though he has started all my games, I'm happy. I think he could have gotten more chances. Let me just show you some stats that I saw here. Wacha tuone big chances missed. Exactly, on big chances mixed for this season, Nicholas Jackson has had 4 chances, which he has had 4 big chances that he has missed. Bro, time yake na come. I can see only Watkins here, 4 chances that he has missed. I can see a chance, I can see a window. Fernandez 2 big chances missed. Sinaziona ndio hizi zinaweza kuambia venye kunaendelea. So I'm happy to hold Jackson and Watkins this game week, and look, hoping for the best, prepared for the worst. Sindio? It's a risk like any other thing. So this is the squad that I'm going with. Mbeumo is my main captain, and I think we can get a 60 plus haul. Sindio? It's quite impossible to get 60 points this game week. We can go 60 plus. I hope we can go up to 80, depending on how things turn out. So that's it from me today. DJ Live FPL, I hope you enjoy. I hope you felt the realness in this stream and any other. Leave a comment about your squad or anything that you think that would add and add a conversation around FPL. But check it, risk ni kawaida. Kauko willing you'll miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You always miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So gear up. Kuwa na sniper, kuwa na SMG, kuwa na bow and arrow, kuwa na grenade. Uko na kila kitu ya kugo at your opponents. Mimi sifiki tu na nini, nafika pia na grenade, pocket knife, hata pepper spray, kila kitu yenye inaweza fanya kitu iwork. So this is what I'm going to play with. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Next week tutafanya na tuta react and we'll see where we went wrong and where we went right and why. So cheers and see you guys in the next video. DJ Live FPL. Peace.